friends, it's Alexa, and I am back with another book haul. And yes, I have given up on saying I will never do book hauls or stop buying books because it just doesn't seem to happen for me. So without further ado, let me show you all the books that came my way this month. I'm just gonna pick them at random. I wasn't able to organize them before this video, and yeah, I will link to most of them down below so that you guys can find them for yourself, because I don't think I am aware of all of them and what they're about, so I figured it would be easier to do that. So anyway, without further ado, let's get to the book that I got in the mail. So Simon & Schuster were really nice and sent me a package with 3 books in it. The first of these books is Under the Lights by Abby Glines, which gives me sort of a Friday Night Lights feel just based on the cover. I've never read an Abby Glines book, but I'm assuming most of hers are contemporary romances, and yeah, that's pretty much all I know. And I have never seen Friday Night Lights, and nobody yell at me, or yell at me if you want to, but yeah, I'm curious, admittedly, so I may be checking this one out. Have any of you read it? If you have, do tell me. If any of you are excited about it, tell me that as well. Anyway, Under the Lights is about 3 childhood friends, Willa, Brady, and Gunnar. Yep, Willa, Brady, and Gunnar, and something has driven these 3 apart, and now it has come to the point where they need to face the truth about themselves and about growing up and falling in love and all of that good stuff, so I am very curious about this one. The next book that they sent me was 3 Truths and a Lie by Brent Hardinger. This book is about a group of friends, 4 actually, who are all tied to each other in different ways, who go on a camping trip in the forest together, and over the weekend they discover which one of their truths is a lie, and the truths are actually listed here in the back. I can read them out loud to you. Truth number 1, Rob is thrilled about the weekend trip. It's the perfect time for him to break out of his shell to be the person he really, really wants to be. Truth number 2, Liam, Rob's boyfriend, is nothing short of perfect. He's everything Rob could have wanted. They're perfect together. Perfect. Truth number 3, Maya has been Liam's best friend for years, long before Rob came along. They get each other in a way Rob could never, will never understand. Truth number 4, Galen, Maya's boyfriend, is sweet, handsome, and incredibly charming. He's the definition of a golden boy, even with the secrets up his sleeves. So I didn't even realize what the premise of this book was when I got it in the mail because it came unsolicited, but it sounds pretty interesting, so I may give it a shot. Have any of you heard of this one, or are any of you excited to read this one? Let me know. And the last book that I got from them was Secrets, Lies, and Scandals by Amanda K. Morgan. This cover is so red. Again, it's like a bunch of students. Basically it's about a group of students, and it revolves around the death of one of their teachers. And yeah, they're trying to solve the mystery together, and that's pretty intriguing, but also pretty nerve-wracking because I'm not much of a mystery thriller reader, so we'll see if I read this one. But the cover is so red, I can't stop staring at it. It kind of creeps me out. Another book that I got unsolicited in the mail is The Smaller Evil by Stephanie Kuhn, and I have no idea what this is about, but there's a snake on the cover, so that is already creepy enough to me. No clue what this one is about, guys. I'm just gonna have to look it up. You guys are gonna have to look it up, sorry. But I'm assuming it's gonna be twisty because most of the books that she's written, I've heard, are pretty twisty. The next couple of books I bought because I just felt like it and I just wanted to buy books. So the first is The Next Together by Lauren James, which is sort of being pitched as The Time Traveler's Wife, but in YA. Or at least that's what I heard. It's basically the story of these 2 souls that are born time and again to fall in love, but then they end up tragically separated and the cycle starts all over again. And I am very, very excited to read this because I do love a good time-traveling love story. The next book is London Belongs to Us by Sarah Manning, and I mostly bought this book because it has London in the title and it is set in London. It's basically about a girl who finds out that her ex is cheating on her, well, her soon-to-be ex is cheating on her, and so she goes on like this wild goose chase around London in the process of tracking him down, and it just sounds really fun. Next book that I have to show you has a beautiful cover, and that is The Girl of Ink and Stars by Kieran Millwood Hargrave. And this is actually smaller than I thought it would be. I thought it was a little longer. Anyway, it's about a girl named Isabella who is forbidden to leave the island that she lives on. But when her friend goes missing, she takes her knowledge of the stars and her family's education and maps, and she uses it to explore the forbidden territories and hopefully find her friend again. And that just sounds really amazing. The next book I got was for review, and it's a really cool book. It's a book called Who Wins, and it's created by Clay Schwartz and illustrated by Tom Booth, and it's basically this awesome flip book. that features a bunch of different historical figures and like situations in the middle, and you can pit them against one another. The one that I just basically put here, like in this situation randomly, is Theodore Roosevelt and Leonardo da Vinci in a race around the world, and it actually looks like Theodore Roosevelt might win. So yeah, I'm gonna be posting a picture on Instagram of the pairing that I would like to see. And yeah, it's really fun, you guys. It's such a great illustrated book. I mean, I love the illustrations and I love the concept, and then you get some fun facts about the historical figure here. So yeah, so exciting. I also got a finished copy of The Angel's Share by J.R. Ward, which is the second book in the Bourbon Kings series. And I've read this one and I really enjoyed it. Once again, it's not one of those books where it's like, it's a well-oiled plot, but it reads like a soap opera because so much is happening and it's so dramatic. And sometimes I just really enjoy stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing what happens next in the next book. Another finished copy I bought after finishing the book as a review book is The Choices We Make by Karma Brown. This is her sophomore novel, and it's about two best friends, Hannah and Kate. And Hannah can't have children, so Kate offers to be her surrogate. And the story explores what that does to their relationship. And I absolutely loved it. I found it to be an incredibly compelling and moving read, and I definitely knew I needed a copy once I'd finished. Another book that I bought is Every Breath by Ellie Marney, and I know nothing about this one except that it is a Sherlock retelling in YA. And I know a lot of my friends really love it and really ship the couple in it, so let's hope that I am also on board with the couple and the ship, and that I enjoy the story as much as they did. The next book that I bought is the first in a series, and I got it off Book Outlet because I didn't own it yet, and that is The Girl at Midnight by Melissa Gray. And I thought this was an interesting book when I read it last year. It wasn't one that I fell head over heels in love with, but I thought it was interesting nonetheless. But I am very curious about the sequel, The Shadow Hour, so I thought I would pick this one up so that I could reread it before I move on to the sequel. And yeah, if you don't know what this one is about, it's basically about a girl named Echo, and she finds herself in the middle of this conflict between bird-like people who are known as, Avacyn, and I think it's a different race of people, dragons if I remember correctly, or serpents, I'm not sure. But yeah, I have to read this one for a refresher, so I thought I would read it. And then I also got for review a book called Her Name is Rose by Christine Breen, and it's basically the story of a girl named Rose who is adopted. Her adoptive mother Iris and Rose are both forced to find out the truth of Rose's parentage, and it just sounds like a really interesting adult novel, and I haven't read a lot of those this year, so yeah, I'm very intrigued. So, and I really like the cover, it's pretty striking, so yeah, can't wait. And then the next two books I have are from a series as well. We have The Kiss of Deception and The Heart of Betrayal by Mary U. Pearson. This is the first book, this is the second book, and I really enjoyed both of these books. I think it's such an interesting series, and I'm very curious to see how the last book will play out. So yeah, definitely anticipating that. Got these off Book Outlet for pretty cheap, so I'm also happy about that. I also, this month, got my uppercase box, and it comes in a little pouch, which I'm sure you guys have seen, and I love that. And there is a pin that says human or monster, and then there are these awesome rainbow pens. They say different things, like the first one says read more, sleep less, second one says hashtag book nerd, third says carpe librum, the fourth says professional bookworm, and the fifth says I read YA, which I think is pretty cool. And then we have the code thing where you can at certain pages look up the codes that they've given you, and you will get special content, which I think is pretty cool. And there is this awesome set of stickies, which are so pretty. They're a bunch of different vintage writing book related kinds, so I love that. And the book that I included this month was This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab, which I've already read and really enjoyed. I really liked Victoria's take on like what it means to be a monster, and I thought that was really fascinating. I didn't realize it was a series when I read it, but I am pretty curious. I may continue on with the series. Oh, it's actually signed. I didn't realize that. The book is actually signed. So So yeah, it was a really, really good uppercase box this month, and I'm really excited to have all of these new shiny things in my possession. So a few weeks ago, Miranda Keenly was giving away prints of this drawing of the girls in her books that Nicole Close had done, and I just wanted to show it to you guys because it's very pretty. It's just so cool. It has all of the girl characters, including the 2017 girl character, on this print, and I can't wait to put it up. I got this awesome package from England. There was tea in here, but it seems to have fallen out because I may have used it. This is from author Catherine Weber, who has a book coming out, and her card was so cute. Yeah, she was so kind and decided to send me an arc of her book, The Heartbeats of Wing Jones. Actually, I think now it's called something different. Still Wing Jones, but yeah. I am pretty damn excited to read this book because I've known Catherine for a while. Like, we've been chatting on and off on Twitter for ages. So basically, Wing Jones has grown up in the shadow of her older brother Marcos, who's pretty much a golden boy, until the night he gets drunk and he kills 2 people and winds up in a coma himself. And while she's trying to deal with the tragedy of that trauma, Wing finds herself just running in the middle of the night on her school's track, and it's there that she comes across her brother's best friend Aaron, and they basically start developing a relationship as well. And I am very excited to read this. The cover was actually revealed, and I'll probably link that down below. And yeah, I'm so excited to read her debut novel because it sounds really great. And she also sent me Perigee and Me by Ross Montgomery, and it's basically a middle grade book that is about an unusual friendship between a girl and an alien, if I remember correctly, and it just sounds super cute, and I love the design of this. So thank you, Catherine, for sending me all of this good stuff, and I can't wait to get to your book, and I'm so excited. And before I show you the last 2 things, there is a package, and I just opened it if you can hear that, and in this package, I have an advanced reader's copy of Lucy and Lynn by Alice Pung. It's basically about a girl named Lucy who gets invited to be in an exclusive school, and that school is kind of run by like the popular girls. And Lucy's friend Lynn, who is basically the only tie left she has to her old life, is getting she's getting pushed out to the side because of all the new things that are on Lucy's mind. And I just want to read this because, first of all, Asian main character, always a good thing, and I think it just sounds like a story that I can understand and relate to. And then, oh my gosh, I was so excited when I got this. So my friend Rachel from Hello Charlie went to Ireland for a week, which I'm supremely jealous of because I've always wanted to go to Ireland, and she brought me back an Irish edition of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, which is so freaking exciting. Like, I can't. It's the perfect addition to my Harry Potter collection, so oh my god, I can't wait. Thank you so much, Rachel. I'm just gonna put this on my collection. I'm just gonna hold it forever, basically. Last weekend, whichever one, was the weekend of the release of The Cursed Child. And of course, me being me, I picked up a copy of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, and yes, right now all you're seeing is the dust jacket because I am currently reading it and I'm really, really enjoying it. By the time you guys see this, I will probably have finished it, but yeah, suffice to say, it was well worth me buying it. I also, in addition to that, got this particular edition of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone also for my collection because how was I supposed to resist this hardcover edition of Harry staring into the mirror of Erised? And not only that, but the inside of the book is actually really pretty with this little like star pattern, and I loved it so much. So yeah, had to get it for the collection, you know. And because I ordered it from Books of Wonder, and I also ordered it along with a friend of mine, we ordered our books together, we got a bunch of goodies from them. So there's this awesome bookmark, there's this Fantastic Beasts tattoo, I think it's a tattoo, yeah, right there. And then there is these pretty cards, which I feel like I should frame, and it's like the covers of every book. There's also one for Cursed Child, but I kind of dropped it, so it's there somewhere. Here's that. There was also this lightning bolt tattoo, and because my friend and I ordered together, we actually got this mug, which my friend so kindly. Oops, so loud. Anyway, there's this awesome mug that indicates the release party. So the Magical Midnight Madness, July 30th, 2016, New York, and it has Harry from the first book and Harry from the last book, and I love that. I think it's awesome. And yeah, those are all the books, or at least all the physical books that I've acquired this month. I'm sure there are a bunch of ebooks that I've acquired, I just can't remember them all, so yeah. I am very excited about all of the things I've gotten this month, and what have you gotten this month, or what have you gotten in the month of July? What was your most exciting book purchase, or Harry Potter purchase, whatever the case may be. If you're excited about any of the titles that I mentioned in my video, I would love to hear it. If you've read them and think I should read them, or you didn't like them, I would love to hear that as well, as long as there's no spoilers, of course. I would love it if you gave this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and all my other social media links are down below so we can talk more about books and Harry Potter and all of that good stuff. And I will see you guys soon for another video. Bye!